Hey y'all, it's Sunny Priestess. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to the family. This is going to be the bonus Sag mid-month general reading for December 2019. But if you are not a Sag, or it is not December 2019, but you were still guided here, you're still in the right place, okay? Any information that you need is going to be in the description box below. Happy birthday to y'all, or whatever. What am I trying to think of? Oh, also sidereal Sagittarius. You know, it may not be your birthday yet, but if you're looking at this, shout out to you. And let's get started. I'm kind of tired, but that's okay. I was just doing a mini reading for my friend last night, and she said something along the lines of like, "I'm happy you retired," because the messages kind of flew out, and I was like, "Huh." Put it like that. It might be helpful. So, that being said, I have Victory 28 breaking down to, I was about to say to a 30. 10 or 1. 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, 39 breaking down to a 12, 3. Broken Heart, 9. All Tied Up, 23 breaking down to a 5. Bottom of the deck, we have Appreciation, 15 breaking down to a 6. Underneath that is Door to Personal Healing and Happiness, 34 breaking down to a 7. Underneath that, Healer of the Ages, 51 breaking down to a 6. So, also guys, there's a lot of noise going on. I hope it's not too distracting. In fact, let me see if, I don't know if that'll help. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can bring the noise levels down a bit. I don't know if that really does shit, guys. I'm sorry. But the washing machine is on, and so is the washer. I live with other people, so you already know, okay? Wine. Y'all always know I have something to drink. Wine and water today, okay? Let me know what you're drinking in the comments. Not too much. Let's get started. So, Sag, I actually feel really good about this spread. I know the Broken Heart is a little... But I really feel like this victory is just speaking volumes. Along with this Appreciation, the Door to Personal Healing and Happiness, and Healer of the Ages, this seems like the end for some of y'all. And I feel like for some of you guys, it might feel like a very, wow, this is heavy energy I'm already picking up on. It might feel like literally an accomplishment to make it through 2019. Trigger warning. Okay. Some of you guys literally might not have thought that you were going to make it out. Okay. These are for people who dealt with abuse or were suicidal at any point. It might literally be a whole different kind of moment for you to make it through this year, okay? For others of you, even if that was not your situation, I feel like it was a really hard year, and the end of the year is just going to feel like, I don't know how I did this shit. I'm happy it's over, and I think you are going to really, really feel like you're headed towards better, okay? Some of you guys definitely dealt with some loss this year, and it's not, I have no doubt about it. I would say a lot of you guys dealt with loss this year. Maybe around half of you. That doesn't necessarily have to be your situation, but loss is coming up for a reason, okay? Some of you guys might have just gotten hurt. Now, what the thing here that I'm kind of, what's going on, Sag, about is I feel like there's still some triggers that might get to you, or some things that you haven't really worked through. that you need to get out before going into the new year. I think it's very possible. And I think what's going to help you get through it is, it's either going to help you get through it or it's going to be the signal that you really have worked through it, is gratitude. If people hurt you and you finally have gratitude for the experience, that's a good sign that you're on the right track, right? If you're still really sitting deep in your triggers or getting triggered very deeply, then that's where you might have some work to do. I really think writing, meditating, those would be really, really important for you to do right now. I think you need to talk about it, but I think writing's okay, right? But I do get that you guys kind of need to talk about things. Even in meditation, maybe you meditate silently. It might benefit you to talk. Or if you don't feel a need to talk, I mean, you should go with your intuition. I almost feel like you're going to hear something in meditation. I don't know, something about this feels very much like there's going to be hearing going on, but like noise, okay? Like you're going to hear something or you need to speak something. There needs to be, the vibration of sound needs to be involved, okay? Or it will be involved. And this is concerning whatever those things are triggering you, or even if it's just reflecting on everything that's happened this year. Okay? I feel like for some of you, there might be some painful experiences coming up, which sucks. But I also think that adds to why the end of the year is going to be like, you're just going to be really, really happy to get out of it, because I feel like this year is just going to, like, you're kind of on edge the whole year because it's been so crazy that you just know it's not over. You know what I mean? Let's start clarifying, because this is kind of loaded. Yeah, I don't feel a need to clarify a victory. I already shuffled these cards. I don't feel a need to clarify victory. I do feel a need to clarify 5th chakra. Okay? Sorry, guys. Let me turn off this phone. Alright. Spirit, please clarify. Whoa. Already got cards falling out. I don't think so. Set the intention. Spirit, please clarify 5th chakra for Sagittarius. Y'all don't give me cards regardless, huh? Okay. Spirit, please clarify 5th chakra. Okay. Spirit, please clarify 5th chakra for Sag. Last shuffle. Spirit, please clarify 5th chakra for Sag. Oh, shit. Alright. So we have the 7 of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Chariot. Okay. We also have High Priestess, Queen of Pentacles, and the 4 of Swords. The bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. We have the Knight of Wands underneath that. Underneath that, the Page of Swords. Okay, hold on. There are certain things I'm just not going to say. Some of you guys are contacting ancestors, okay? And there seems to be 2 ancestors in particular that are trying to get your attention. It's going to be different messages for you guys, okay? One of you guys have 1 or 2 ancestors. They could be female ancestors. I am getting feminine energy. They may not be women or females, but it's feminine energy, okay? But it's either 1 or 2 of these energies trying to get to you, okay? And they're trying to warn you about something, okay? I don't want this to alarm you guys, but I think even if they don't explicitly tell you what you should be preparing for, it's almost like they're trying to brace you for something. Some of you guys might be hearing things. Or something going on with your ear. Okay? Something might be going on with your ear, or you might be feeling your heart racing at times. Or you might feel hot. I was just talking about this on my Twitter. You might feel kind of hot. You might be having ringing in the ears, or just something going on with your ears. You might, your dreams might be getting really, really weird. And it might be like vivid, even though you don't know what's going on or you don't know how to decipher it, kind of a thing. Maybe you normally remember your dreams, but you can't remember them now. Something along those lines, okay? It's not without intention. You really need to sit in meditation and you need to figure out what's going on. Some of you guys might even get your messages through automatic writing. Okay, if you don't know what that is, you can look it up and try it. If you do know what it is, if that's your thing, you might want to try that. If you've never done it before, but you feel called to do it, try it out, okay? There are messages that are trying to come through. Some of them are trying to warn you about this tower moment, okay? Because it might blindside you in a way that they don't want it to, because they want you to be braced for it. But I feel like this could be a lot more painful if you don't know what's going on. Now, that's one situation. And that's not to say both of these situations aren't going to happen for one person. It's just one situation, okay? The other is that oh, God. Okay, listen, there's just going to be some things I'm not going to say. And usually I set the intention to not get things that I'm not going to say. In terms of like when I know I'm not supposed to say it, but like I know. I forgot to set those intentions today, and that's on me. What I can say is some of you guys might run into an issue with a matriarch in your family. If you guys get the opportunity to move, or you say, I'm going to move, let's put it like this. If you don't have to say it, don't. Okay? I wouldn't say it until your plans are squared away. Now, if you get the opportunity to move and you're like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm signing this lease, or I'm going after this, or whatever, be mindful that there are going to be people who are not going to be happy with it. There's definitely a mother figure here who's not going to like it. Like, I'm getting strong mother figure or mother figures. So it could be a mom and a stepmom. It could be a mom and a grandmother. It could be a mom and a really close aunt. Whatever. I just see two feminine energies, maybe not even mothers. It could be fathers, but just feminine energies that are not going to like the move. And they might want you to just not. Like, if they find out, they're going to try to convince you not to do it. And I think you just kind of need to lay low. This tower, all of this to me, screams in information that comes in really quickly and just sets everyone off, okay? That might be this move. You also might come into a blessing, guys. That comes in really quickly, requires you to act quickly, and it causes a lot more chaos than you thought, okay? Whatever the case is, some new information, some new understanding, something comes in and jolts everything, like badly. And you, Sag, are going to have the option, I mean, it could be vice versa, but you, Sag, are going to have the option to escape it, to detach from it. You might feel a need to do that, or you might have already known something was going to happen. Again, if you had this communication with your ancestors or whatever, intuition, whatever, you might have known this was coming and brace yourself for it, or whatever the case might be. And it just might be a lot to deal with. It might just be at a really emotional time. Whatever the case is, you're gonna need to talk to somebody about it. And I feel like some of you guys have people around that you can't talk to about it, but you're not going to because, I don't know, you're trying to be strong or whatever the hell. I don't really know. Some of you guys are, again, the writing, meditating, talking to your ancestors, talking to angels, whatever the case might be. There's a lot of communication that is going to really change how things move, how you move. Some of this, it's kind of like an expansion of your abilities that you're not going to be able to like not have anymore. Like you might not necessarily have to deal with it all the time, but you are going to have to accept the fact that like your abilities were expanded. Like you can't unsee things, you can't unhear things, like you can't undo it. But it's coming in at a crucial time. It's important for you to have these abilities going forward, and it's definitely important for you to be aware of what's going on right now. But yeah, no matter what the case is, some communication is going to change your life. Even if it's just talking to your ancestors, even if it's just, oh, whatever, we love you and we want you to know that you can hear us now. You know, it could be as simple as that, but it's just going to, perspective is going to change, or information about something that I feel like is going to affect the family is just going, there's going to be a major transition that's needed. Okay. Woo. All right. I shuffled these cards. Okay. Let's get into the next card that is, okay, let's just clarify broken heart. Spirit, please clarify broken heart for Sag. Spirit, please clarify broken heart for Sag. Yeah. Okay. Last shuffle. Please clarify broken heart for Sag. Okay. So, alright. I have the Hangman, the Five of Wands reversed, the Eight of Swords reversed, and the Eight of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles underneath that. Sorry, I'm trying to get these cards back in the order that they were. Something is changing, guys. And, you know, some of this for you guys it's already changed. But it's weird because it feels like things are changed. Let's feel like this. Okay, any loose ends that you have with anybody, cut them. If they're not healthy, they're not healthy. If you have any issues with anybody, okay, address them. Because it seems like a change, and it feels like if there was any conflict or issues, it's like it changes too fast for it to be addressed. Do you see what I'm saying? They move. If this has already happened to you, okay, and I'm addressing some people this is already affected. Just want to be clear. If you lost somebody recently, right, maybe you guys didn't talk about the issues that were going on. This is unreal how heavy this is, guys. I just can't go there. Not all the way there. But I will say, if something happened to somebody who was hurting you, okay, like really hurting you, and maybe they were just gone in an instant, or it might be somebody who you didn't have finished business with, let's say that, and they move, or they passed already, whatever the case might be, whatever it is. This can also be internal conflict. It might not be conflict with the other person, but it could just be you having to sit and figure out what this is. And I feel like that pain is so much to sit with, right? I think that because for all this heavy energy, I think it's wild that I felt so good in the beginning. But I think that's why this communication is going to be good. Because if you write about it, if you talk about it, maybe your ancestors are going to come and let you know, like, kind of give you comfort in this time. I feel like there is comfort coming through. Okay? You're not meant to sit in this energy, and I think there is some reprieve from it that's going to come through for you. Some of you guys are going to get communication that lets you know that this is over. And it might be a whole slew of emotions, right, that kind of take you back to the moment. You get that communication, you get that truth, okay, whatever that might be, and it changes everything. And now you're looking back like, oh my God, like you're thinking about all the experiences you had. You're kind of just reflecting everything like, oh my God, did I say this? Did I say that? Did I not say this? Did I not say that? Was it worth it? Was it not? I don't know. Something like that. And something changes. I'm telling you, God, this whole video needs a trigger warning. I'm telling you, some of you guys might have escaped abuse. And you're just kind of reflecting on it, and it's just a lot of pain to work through, okay? There's a lot of pain to work through. But it feels like you got out of something. Like it just stopped because there was an escape, or there was a change, okay? Or even if it wasn't necessarily an abusive situation, there was just something that wasn't healthy that just changed in an instant. For whatever reason. It really is different for all of you, so I don't want to start rattling off things, because I think people can get caught up in it. And this is something that, these are the kind of topics that, like, I don't want you guys to overwhelm yourself with too early, because there's nothing you can do about it. With this is like life happening. This is just lifing. There isn't a lot you could do about this kind of a situation. So there's no point being scared of it. There's no reason to be scared of it. It's supposed to happen for its own reasons. And you may not understand that in the beginning. But it's supposed to happen for a reason. Some of you guys have somebody around who's willing to help you through this, and you're not trusting them to do it. And you might want to take the support, okay? I'm going to clarify, there's a lot of healing here too, guys. So I don't want to make it just seem like, oh, everything's going to shit. Everyone's going to be sad. There's victory here. There's appreciation here. There's door to personal healing and happiness. There's healer of the ages. Underneath that is the angel of strength. Guys, there's a lot of healing here. And I feel like you're going to be able to go into 2020 with a clean slate. But you're going to have to sit in some things first. Even if it's personal triggers. Okay? Some of you guys are going to have to deal with abandonment issues. I forgot to say that. Some of you guys are going to have to deal with abandonment issues. And it might be triggered by love situation. Okay? But even if it's not, some of you guys have to deal with abandonment issues. Because they're being triggered again. And everything that comes with abandonment issues. Because you don't just have abandonment issues and then it doesn't come with anything else. Come on. You're just going to be sitting with your pain. But it's just that some people's pain, like some things happened more recently. Others of you, it might not have happened recently. It just might have gotten triggered recently. And now you have to work through it. But you're going to be victorious in doing so. And you're going to be able to move into that space of healing so that your 2020 goes the way it's supposed to go. And I think ultimately it's going to end in gratitude. And you being like, wow, that might have been hard and I went through hell and et cetera, et cetera. But you are going to find what was good about it, why it happened, why it was good for you that it happened. Even if it was painful, you're just going to find value and meaning in life. In your life and who you are and what you have to contribute and where you're going. I think it's going to put you really on your track and you're going to be a lot more focused and a lot more dedicated to making sure you're happy no matter what. And that is really, really big. It is so big that all of this that's happening, no matter how tough it is, its purpose is worth it. Just so you can see that you have to go after what makes you happy. Just so you can see that you have to be dedicated to taking care of yourself. It's that deep for you to get it. That's a lot. That's a lot, Sag. Spirit, please clarify. All tied up for Sagittarius. All this stuff. Yeah, look at that. Whoa. Spirit, please clarify all tied up for Sagittarius. Woo! Whoa. Look at that. Whoa. Last shuffle. All tied up for Sagittarius. Some of you guys are also messing with other Sagittarius. It's like, I don't know. I mean, it could be a Sag situation, but it might be like a Sag moon and like a Sagittarius sun. Or I'm a Sag rising and they're a Sag Venus. Like, I just feel like both of you guys have Sag in your chart. Sag and Earth. Or Aquarius. Hold on. I'm getting all types of signs. Air signs, Sag. Those are the big ones. And maybe some Earth. All air signs, Sag, maybe some Earth. Particularly Virgo. Card of Gemini, card of Aquarius, Nine of Swords, the Star, and the Ten of Pentacles. These all fell out sideways. I will analyze that as I go forward, but when things fall out like that, I keep them in their position because I feel like they're trying to tell me something. But the upright cards, Two of Cups, the Empress, Six of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Like, gorgeous cards. Gorgeous cards. So what is this all tied up about? What is this about? Oh, hell. Y'all are over here worried. Okay. These are for people who have somebody. Okay. You're nervous about if they're going to be there for you. Some of you guys might be, might have your significant others around family. They might be meeting family. And you are just like really concerned about them getting caught up in the family drama. Um, that's for a select few of you. But some of you guys are like really doubtful about the healing process. You guys are really doubtful about where the family is headed. You're doubtful that the family is going to be able to heal from this. Very interesting. Whatever this is going on, this is a lot of pain and healing surrounding family. And your focus is going to be on family. Your stress might be coming from family. Whatever the case, this is kind of like emotionally stagnating you in a way, or keeping you from developing your partnership. But it's because you don't really rely on your partner, or you think it might be too soon, or whatever the case, to talk to them about what's going on with you. And you really need support through this. Some of you guys haven't trusted your partners before with family issues. Okay? Understand this can be for you, or it could be for someone you're connected to, Sag. Okay? You might not be trusting them with family issues, and it's just torturing you. Torturing you. Because it's really painful and you're trying to heal from it, but it's not going anywhere. This pain is meant to be stagnant. This stress is meant to be stagnant. All this worrying is meant to be stagnant because you're being called to open up to your partner. This is a divine partnership. Like, I need you guys to understand, this is somebody who was placed here for you specifically. And some of you guys are like, oh, they haven't been around enough for me to get that vulnerable, for me to get that honest with them, for me to tell them everything that's going on, for me to open up about this, about that. You know, it's not even like a they need to work for it thing. It's you being ashamed of being broken, or being this worked up about it, being this sad about it. Whatever it is. Being stressed, or just being affected, or being triggered. It's like you don't know how to speak to this person about it. And this card kind of has like 8 of Swords energy for me. Like, I'm stressed out, I can't do anything about it, blah, blah, blah. But it's kind of like you can just make the decision for yourself. You can just make the change for yourself, but you won't do it. Look at that. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. I picked up 4 cards on accident. I will just do it. The Queen of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the King of Cups. Underneath that is the 10 of Cups. This right here screams independent person who is too scared to admit that they're trapped. They feel trapped, but they don't want to admit it to anybody else because they're too busy being independent, taking care of themselves, looking like a bad bitch, being a bad bitch, operating like a bad bitch. And you won't even trust your person to be there for you. And that's what they're there for. Not like they're just here to be an energy dump. It's like they're there to support you, to love you through a lot more. It's not just supposed to be easy and happy-go-lucky. Like, they want to show up for more. This Page of Cups and the King of Cups, not only do they want to give you more, but they're built for it. Are you hearing me? Not only do they want to give you more, they are built for it. They are built to be there for you. They are built to support you. They are built to love you through tough times. What they're here for. That's what they're here for, guys. And you're sitting here trying to deal with everything on your own. It's just so unnecessary. And I feel like this person is very patient, and they're willing to wait on you to open up to them, because I feel like when you do, they can't wait to prove to you that they're everything that you dreamed they would be. They can't wait to prove to you that you can depend on them. They can't wait for you to see that they're the person that you really, really want to build with. And they can't wait for you to feel the way that they already feel about you, or see them in the way they already see you. And I feel like they don't fully want to see that themselves. Like, they're scared of seeing it themselves. The devil is under that. They might be scared of seeing it themselves, how attracted they are to you, how attached they feel to you, how strongly they feel about you, even if it hasn't been for a long time. But when you trust them, you show them that vulnerability, it softens them up and it lets them say, okay, it's safe to feel this or be this way with this person. It unlocks intimacy, guys. And you're too busy trying to struggle through something alone. You were literally never meant to deal with alone. You were literally never meant to deal with this alone. And I feel like a lot of Sagittariuses that are listening to me right now, you're so used to dealing with things alone that having somebody there to help you through it is like you're kind of like, wow, I do really want to trust you, but I just don't think I'm allowed to do that. Baby, it's for you. It's specially crafted for you. Let's put this up. Let's get some advice. This is a very interesting reading. Like I'm saying, only thing about being tired is like with heavy energy, it kind of like I'm kind of more jaded to it, if that makes sense. It's not that I don't feel it, but physically it doesn't affect me as much because my body is so tired already. It affects me emotionally, but I'm already exhausted, so I'm not feeling this in my body as much as I normally would. But I will say this is really heavy energy. But there's something so beautiful, and I'm telling you, it's the love and support you have. Even if it's not a romantic partner, guys, do not feel like if you don't have a romantic partner, you don't have anybody. There are people there who can and will love you through whatever. Whether it's issues with your parents, issues with your family, whatever the case, there's somebody around, some people even, and it's just like, when are you going to realize you're not okay, Sag? When are you going to realize you need help, Sag? When are you going to realize that things have to change, Sag? When are you going to realize it? When are you going to let yourself be loved? When are you going to love yourself the way you're supposed to? Not just looking good and telling yourself you're good, but really love yourself out of dark spaces instead of just sitting in them until it's time to come out, or time to function, or time to put on a face. You know? That hit some of y'all. Spirit, what message do you have, or sorry, what advice do you have for Sagittarius for the rest of December 2019? Spirit, what advice do you have for Sagittarius for the rest of Spirit 2019? For the rest of December 2019. Last shuffle, Spirit, what message do you have? What advice do you have for Sagittarius for the rest of December 2019? I have released. This is the Death card. 2, listen. This is the High Priestess. Share the love, 3 of Cups. Love abounds, Ace of Cups. You guys, let go of what's not serving you anymore. If something hurt you already, it's time to let it go. If you need help letting it go, you have to sit with your feelings. Okay? You need to be talking to your ancestors. You need to be meditating. You need to be writing. You need to be talking to people, the right people. You need to do what you need to do. I feel like you are going to be met with the answers. You are going to be met with the comfort. You're going to be met with the love that you need. But you have to take the step of initiating that process by talking to your ancestors, by meditating, by writing in your journals, by going and telling somebody, I need to talk. Don't worry about other people's end and if they're going to live up to it. Don't worry about, oh, well, I don't feel like when I meditate, I get messages. What if I don't? Just do what you're going to do. Well, I don't feel like writing is going to really help me. I feel called to write, but I just know it doesn't. Just write. Well, I mean, I want to trust this person, but I don't know if they can handle it, and I just feel like I have to move a certain way. Just talk to the person. Just listen to what your intuition is telling you. The only reason you're debating it and questioning it is because something's telling you to do it and you're wondering why. You're trying to logic through why you're being guided to do something instead of just doing it. Just do it. There's love all around you. And this is something you need to know this. You need to be aware of your power. You need to be aware of who's looking out for you. You need to be able to trust yourself, trust your intuition, and trust others who are stepping up to the plate to love you, who are telling you that they can love you, to actually love you. You have to get out of your own way. And you have to learn it before 2020. 2020 is going to be a beautiful year for a lot of you guys. But you have to learn the lessons of boundaries. You have to learn the lessons of letting go of things that don't serve you, including your own behaviors and mindsets. And you have to learn to trust yourself and trust others to show up for you. You will never learn that it's possible if you're sitting and dwelling in the trauma of all your past experiences. Some of you guys do not want to give anyone else another chance. Sorry. You don't have to, man. It's your life. I'm not going to shame you. I'm not going to judge you. I'm just saying I am really sorry for you if you can't do it again. I'm really sorry for you if you decide you can't. Because it's here for you in such a major way. I'm going to end it there. This is a really heavy reading. I love you guys so much. Okay, I'm about to do your romance reading for the rest of 2019. I have a feeling that's going to be quite interesting. But I hope you guys have a great holiday season, a great new year. I can't wait to take Honey Priestess into 2020 in the way that I want to. I hope you guys continue to stay with me, continue to rock with me. I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye.